Welcome everyone to this edition of Blue Swish Basketball. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Anna McIntyre and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Tonight the Lady Trojans play host to the Tippecanoe Valley Lady Vikings here tonight from the Trojan Trench. The Lady Vikings come into this one as winners of 4 of their last 5 games. Most recent, another Three Rivers Conference victory over Wabash. Coach Chris Kindick, in his 12th season as head coach for the Vikings, has a tough group that is averaging 44 points per game on offense and allowing opponents 45 points per game on defense. They play a physical style of basketball, play hard, but they play really hard, and they can score at a high clip and let their defense really dictate, and they clean the glass extremely well. Triton comes in riding high after a huge win over Knox on Saturday, where they put up one of their highest points totals since the 2013-2014 season. Coach Krall's Lady Trojans have played with intensity this season as they have grown as a team. They put up on average about 47 points per game and allow 42 points per game on defense. They continue to display toughness and intensity as they swarm to the ball and have a hunger for that ball on both ends of the floor. For me today, Triton keys for both teams. Look at Triton, play your game. Play with your tempo, set the tone for the game. Be patient, work the ball, win the battle on the boards, and play with intensity and let it create opportunities on offense. And for me today, that magic number for the Trojans is over 40 points, because usually when they hit that 40-point mark, they've found victories here this season. For Tippecanoe Valley, continue to play strong on both ends of the floor, really dictate the flow of the game, work the ball, and as a team they can work that inside-out game. This is a team that can move the ball extremely well. They're good down the low block. They have some size mismatches, which might create some problems for these Trojans here, and the big thing for them, they got to score over that 50 points is their magic number, is every time they've hit that 50-point mark, they have won a game here this season. So up next, 2 tough-minded teams square off in this war on Wednesday night as the Vikings and Trojans get ready for battle. And that'll be next, right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Let's introduce our starters first for the Tippecanoe Valley Lady Vikings. Number 12, Lily Hall. Number 22, Kaden. Number 24, Corinna Stiles. Number 30, Molly Moriarty. And number 40, Mercedes Snap. Valley is coached by Chris and Dick and assisted by Dad Alive. And now, the starters for your big blue twins. Number 4, Karen Yates. Number 10, Jolie Rose. Number 12, Jocelyn Faulkner. Number 14, Kenzie Atkins. And number 34, Allison Cleary. Triton is coached by Kennedy Cole, assisted by Lindsay Shively. Our officials, the referee, Jonathan Hampton, the umpires, Andy Hyden and Colin Snyder.
4-5, 7-3. You guys going for a talk?
All right, as the starting 5 out there for both teams, the 5 are there for Tippecanoe Valley: Alt, Malott, Stiles, Moriarty, and Snap. The 5 there for the Trojans: Groves, Faulkner, Veers, Yates, and Kinsey Atkins as we get this one underway. Stiles and Veers to set it off. Triton wins the tip as Yates will bring it up. Yates working outside there as Alt will work with her. Back on top, Veers working with the double screen with the up fake. She'll drive, goes up strong with it, off the side iron, no good, gets her own rebound, tries to go back up, and they're going to call a jump ball call.
It's different seeing Addison not at the post the entire time.
You know, and she can shoot from the outside. She doesn't do it a lot, but she can shoot from the outside. Malott works on over here to Moriarty on the right wing. She'll stop, goes back in the corner to Malott. Back on top, Moriarty. She'll drive, kick out to Alt. Feeds it to Stiles at the free throw line, looks back. Valley working the ball around here as Malott goes back up on top. Alt, well, she'll try a 3. Front iron, no good. Addison Veers with the rebound. Both teams missing on their opening possession as Yates leaves it for Groves. In the corner to Kinsey Atkins. Atkins goes on over to Faulkner. On over to Groves in the corner. Knocked away and Triton turns it over. Moriarty in transition to the left hand, and Tippecanoe Valley strikes first.
The steal and bucket for Molly Moriarty.
Yates trying to split the defenders. They're going to have 4 players there. We're going to get our first foul call of the game.
Looks like that foul is going to be on number 30, Moriarty. That's her first and team's first.
Yates receives the inbound from Groves, and they're going to set the offense. Yates now works it here. Valley with some intense defense there as Groves can't get that one to go. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Yates with the up fake. She'll drive. Stop, leaves it back for Veers, and Valley takes it away. Atkins turns right back around, looking down court. Yates all by herself, up and in. Triton ties it up at 2. Moriarty brings it up. Good play by Kinsey Atkins for the steal and the assist. Snap up top the key. Leaves it back for Moriarty. In the corner, Alt. Triton looking to run a little bit of a box and one here on defense. 3-pointer on the way for Alt, off the mark. Malott with the putback, and she'll draw a foul on Addison Veers, I believe.
Yep, that foul's going to be on Addison Veers. That's her first, team's first.
So Veers, she has got to stay out of foul trouble tonight, I think, here for me, because this Tippecanoe Valley team is extremely good. You know, their record may not show, but this is a group winners of 4 of their last 5, putting up over 50 points in each one of those games. Except against Plymouth, held them to 37. Malott 1 of 2 on that trip.
It's also different seeing a student section for our girls tonight.
Yeah, I got the Crawley shirts out. You didn't wear one. Oh yeah, I guess you got
got
one.
mine on.
Got yours on. Just making sure.
I wear mine almost every game.
Atkins for 3 in the corner, puts it in. And Atkins on the season shooting 37% from beyond the arc. And a timeout.
We've got back-to-back games this week. We've got tonight, and then tomorrow we play. Who do we play tomorrow?
Play Elkhart Christian tomorrow, and then Caston on Saturday. And then 2 away games. And Jimtown and Pioneer, and then host Bremen. Then it's a new year. So you're down there, Coach Kroll, trying to, I imagine intensity is one of the words being used down there.
Yeah, and don't back down on defense. Stay right up on your whatever, I don't know if they're running man or zone, but stay right up on your person if you're running man, and always be on help side.
Well, there you go. Anna knows her stuff.
I sit down there sometimes.
You sit down there and pay attention.
Sometimes.
Moriarty fires a 3 out of the timeout, and Yates trying to fight for the rebound, but it goes out of bounds, and it'll stay right here. Tippecanoe Valley 0 of 3 from beyond the arc. They try to find their shooting stroke on the outside. Malott inbounds to Moriarty. She quickly feeds down to Stiles. Kicks out to Alt. Alt straight away. She'll drive. Pull-up jumper is off the mark. Rebound goes to Faulkner. And a jump ball call, and the Trojans hang on to it. Both teams kind of feeling out one another here, seeing what things they can and can't do on the floor. As Yates quickly pushing it up. In the corner, Kenzie Atkins tries another one. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Veers. Putback is up and no good. Stiles with the rebound. Moriarty straight away. Malott off the screen. Catch and shoot in the corner. Puts it in. Nice move there by Malott to get freed up. Gets freed up, and she puts her team up by 1. Up to Atkins. Looking for Faulkner. Mercedes snap, reaches right in and takes it away. Third turnover for the Trojans. Alt in transition. She'll back off with the offense take shape. Moriarty now to Stiles. She finds a free lane. Puts on the brakes. Yates knocks it away. Stiles hits the deck, and Yates comes in for the force the jump ball call. And it'll stay right here with the Vikings.
Our Y on the scoreboard is not working, so it just says tip.
Just in case anybody has any questions.
Yeah, we tried fixing it.
Well, they tried. Atkins got a piece of that one off the inbound, and Yates takes it away. Taryn Yates in transition. Up with the floater and puts it in. Yates has got 4. Yates with 21 steals coming into this one on the season. Faulkner knocked that one away. Back to snap. Up top to Stiles. Moriarty in the right wing. She'll drive. Kicks out. Stiles. Deep 2 on the way. Off the mark. And a rebound goes to Jocelyn Faulkner. Yates now brings it up slowly. Lets the offense take shape. Horse left tries to feed down to Veers. Lays it up for her. Veers banks open. And Triton pushes that lead up to 3. It's a good feed by Yates. Did a good job. Saw where Veers was at. Used that. Just lofted that ball right where it needed to be.
Reading the defense, I think, is one of the top things Kroll works on, too, other than intensity. It's just reading that defense and being able to work through it.
You know, and these girls have really learned that this season.
Valley foul, number 12, Alt.
That foul's on number 12. Oh, I don't have my other paper out. Lily Alt. That's her first, team second.
Atkins on the right wing. She'll go with the up fake. Pulls it back, goes to Veers. Catch and shoot jumper on the way. No good. Stiles gets the rebound. Moriarty straight away into the corner. Alt will try another 3. Can't get it to go. Mercedes snap trying to box out Julia Groves, but she comes away with the rebound. Yates staring down the defense as she'll work. Veers give and go back to Yates. Up and in. She's got 6. So those two back-to-back, both of them scoring. Yates knocks another one away. She fights for it. Moriarty up and throws it away. Scrappy out there trying to find that basketball. Triton controls possession. Atkins down the far side corner. She'll work back on top to Groves. Groves with the basketball, puts on the brakes, right back to Atkins. Triton working it around the perimeter. Faulkner going back to the corner. Here's the free throw line. Back to Yates. Goes back to Kenzie Atkins. She'll reset the offense. Groves down the right wing. Back on top to Faulkner. Goes to Yates. Yates will drive. Loses it. And Tippecanoe Valley comes away with it. 4 turnover for the Trojans by our count. Moriarty with the power dribble. She's on the fast break. She'll drive. Goes to the floater. Up, no good. And Faulkner gets another rebound. Faulkner in transition, trying to draw the foul. Can't get that one to go. Atkins picks it up. She's caught, and we'll get a foul call.
I don't know which number it's on. It's like that's going to be on 40. Mercedes snap. That's her first, team's third.
Veers to inbound, goes down to Veers and up to Veers. Veers goes to Yates in the corner, and Veers gets it back off the mark. Triton shooting 4 of 10 from inside the arc. And the Vikings 1 of 4. Malott, who had a three-pointer earlier, feeds it right back to Styles. Goes up, blocked by Veers. Faulkner in transition, pulls it back, knocked away by Moriarty. Faulkner trying to regain herself. Jolie Groves into a three. Can't get it to go. And Jocelyn Faulkner with the hustle rebound. Yates back up, can't get it to go. Rebound, won by Moriarty.
Looks like that foul's going to be on Taryn Yates. That's her first, team second.
Let's back up Jocelyn Faulkner, who was the team leader in rebounds.
That was an amazing rebound.
She had 11 last game. And right there, she's tracking it down. Jocelyn playing with intensity.
Too.
Style with it. Goes to snap. Back on top, Moriarty. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Moriarty back to all in the left wing. All knocked away. Triton forces a turnover. Both teams with 4. Yates drives. Goes up strong with the left hand. Can't get the roll. Malott with the rebound. 5 seconds now. Moriarty quickly in transition. Back to Alt. At the buzzer. Puts it in.
Wow.
11-9 at the end of the first. Triton leads by 2 going into the second.
That's 3 buzzer shots that I've seen in the past 2 weeks.
That's exactly right. There's been a couple.
The Plymouth game.
Yep, the Plymouth
Kinsey,
game. Yep.
And then now.
Yeah, see, like I said, got to call a few different things. But going back to one thing for me in that first quarter that really stood out was the ball movement, the assist leading to baskets. You saw Yates doing the one play, then Veers on the next one. You saw it a couple other different times. The ball movement for the Trojans is there, but got to settle down and really control that tempo because Valley's going to try to make you play a little sloppy. Trojans can't play down to that level, I think, in the second quarter.
And that's what one of the things that Kroll always talks about is don't play down to their level. Play your best and give 110% all the time. And
down here for Valley, they're down on the, they're down on the scoreboard. But 2 of 7, 1 of 5. A few of those shots would have dropped. Valley could be having a lead here as we start the second quarter.
Their ball movement is also really good. I've noticed that they not one person always has the ball. It's always moving somehow.
And that's one thing. Watch them in transition. They're quick in transition. You got to be disciplined on defense coming off the fast break. So neither team making substitutions yet, as both starting 5 still on the floor. Atkins, Faulkner, Veers, Yates, and Groves the 5. Malott, Moriarty, Alt, Snap, and Styles the 5 there for the Lady Vikings. They're going to get a foul call on Alt. I don't know.
Fouls on number 12, Alt. That's her second. Team's 4th.
It looked like she had a little more all ball from this angle, but hey, Trojans got the basketball. Atkins gets it back, going over to Faulkner. Jocelyn will stop on the right wing, back on over to Yates. Quick pass to Veers. Baseline jumper on the way, puts it in.
Oh, good play. The dangerous pass across the court.
But you had to really set up, and you saw the ball movement. That was a good job. That next pass down to the baseline to open Veers up. Moriarty works with the screen left from Snap. Picks up her dribble. Cross court on here to Alt. She'll try another 3. She hit one a moment ago. Can't get that one to go in and out. Styles back to Alt. Knocked away. It's a fight for it. As Moriarty's got to top the key. Leads it down to Malott. Malott tries to find her way through, and Styles up, no good. Put back by Malott's up and can't get that one to go. She gets it again, and then we're going to get a foul call.
Looks like that foul's going to be on number 10, Jolie Groves. That's her first. Team's 3rd. I almost said 4th. I never think the scoreboard's updated.
Malott perfect on that first free throw. Team was 1 of 2 coming into this one. And a second one drops. Malott perfect on that trip. She's 3 of 4 in the ball game. Groves now with it. Back to Atkins. Atkins goes to Yates. To Groves on the left wing. Goes to feed back to Yates. That one goes off the rim. Yates corrals it, and Tippecanoe Valley comes away with it. Do you call that a shot?
I don't know.
Moriarty up at the floater in the baseline, off the mark. Faulkner trying to fight for it. Styles comes away with it. Veers jumps in and takes it away. Addison Veers, coast to coast, stealing the basket for her.
The hustle on both teams is, I think, very good. I don't really know how to say that, but when they get a fast break, they're going. There's no slowing down.
Mercedes snap, catch and shoot jumper from the free throw line. Yates elevates and gets the rebound and draws the foul.
Looks like that foul is going to be on number 24, Styles. That's her first. Team's fifth.
Number 24, Styles.
And we're going to see our first substitution of the game is number 32, Chesney Miller will check in, the 5'3" sophomore.
32, Chesney Miller.
It's Tippecanoe Valley there every time to greet the Trojans at half court when they bring up the floor. Trying to feed down to Veers. It gets knocked out of bounds. And the Vikings take back over.
You know, seeing Chesney play in that JV game, she played that one quarter, she is not afraid of anyone.
No,
she will get right in there and play so aggressive, which I think is very good.
Speaking of Miller, tries to fire one down, and Tippecanoe Valley will turn it back over. Of course, these students no stranger to each other as neighboring schools. Atkins goes up to Yates. Yates with the basketball. On to Groves on the left wing. Feeds it down to Veers. Veers backing down Styles to Yates. Catch and shoot jumper in the lanes, up and in. Yates has 8 points in the ballgame, leading all scorers. Yates had 21 the last game out against Knox. That high-scoring ball game as Moriarty with the hand. Her face gets the roll. Leads back to 3. Yates pushing it up to Groves.
Ooh.
Dangerous passes. Groves corrals it, trying to throw it off of Tippecanoe Valley, but she'll turn.
We're going to get a travel on Jocelyn Faulkner.
Timeout for the Vikings as Coach Kindig wants to have a word. Now you look at the tournament history between these two teams. Triton winning 47 postseason games, losing 44, and of course those 2 state championships back in 2000, 2001. And then Tippecanoe Valley, 46 wins for them to 46 losses in tournament play, and then that semi-state appearance where they went to state back in 2015. That was a pretty good team back here in 2015. I followed that. That team was a fun team to watch. And they got sound effects back over Ryan eating his candy bar. Got to keep him energized. So Triton yet to make a substitution. As Malott works with the screen, splits the defenders, goes all the way through, can't quite get that one to go, and Groves will lose it out of bounds. So they draw coming out of here. Look for Styles to get in. That's where they're going to go in the corner. Moriarty with it. Nice job by Groves to step out and take away the corner 3. Alt now here on the near side. Yates elevates, gets a piece of that one. Moriarty, she'll drive, kicks out. There's Miller with it. He'll be patient, let it set. Inside 4.5 to go here in the second quarter. 3-point ball game. Trojans out in front. Malott with it in the corner to Miller. Miller surveying the floor. She'll go through and loses it. Wanted a foul call, not there. Faulkner with it. Oh, that was close.
Looks like she slid her pivot foot a little bit.
So afraid she's going to get an over and back call there. Atkins now up top the key, on to Yates in the right wing. Yates with the jab step. Alt staying put. Yates drive, stops on the baseline, back on top, dangerous pass to Kinsey Atkins as Malott was there. Atkins works with the screen. She'll get it right back. Groves on the right wing. And Yates is going to get a foul call.
Looks like that foul is going to be on number 12. Lily Alt. That's her third, team 6.
Number 12, her third.
Kroll calling out her defense as that'll bring in Ava Smith The 5'5" sophomore had some nice moments in that JV game.
Another very aggressive player.
Veers in the corner now, back to Atkins. Finds Yates alone on the far side, up, and bank is open. Good play there for the Trojans.
Karen Yates, assistant Kinsey Atkins.
Malott with it. Puts on the brakes, works with the screen left for Moriarty. Malott with the steps into a deep two off the mark. That one goes out of bounds. A lot of contact there on the rebound. I'm surprised there wasn't a foul call. Got to be smart about this. Miller now outside three-point line. Works it back to Moriarty. On over to Stiles. She'll put on the floor. Retreats back to the corner. Back on top to Moriarty. She'll drive the lane. Kicks in the corner. Malott alone for three. Oh, off the mark. As Stiles gets the rebound and Yates knocks it away. I don't know about that one.
I wasn't paying that much attention
As
to
Yates hit that one. Could argue it either way, but to me from this angle, looked like a body that got knocked out of bounds, and Yates is the last one to hit it, but we're up here, and I don't look good in black and white.
Passes.
Yates up top goes back to Kinsey Atkins.
You say you don't look good in black and white?
I don't look good in black and white.
Didn't you say that last night,
I did, too. The new catchphrase for at least another week. Veers baseline jumper, gets the roll. Triton pushes their lead up to 7.
I think ball movement is going to be crucial here because their defense is going to just keep moving, and they're going to trap us. And if we don't get that ball going, that's how it's going to end. A trap and then a turnover.
Miller on the baseline with the runner up, no good.
Ooh.
And Tippecanoe Valley gets the rebound back to Malott. She'll try a three. Can't get that one to go back iron. I didn't change quarters on this.
Andy.
We'll just do halves tonight.
Oh, my, Andy.
It's a lot of buttons to press. Triton turns it over, they throw it away. Miscommunication on offense. 17 turnover for the Trojans.
17th or 7th?
7th.
7th. 7th
team turnover.
Got it.
There you go. Knew what I meant.
Yeah. Just want to make sure it wasn't 17.
Hey, someone's got to hold me accountable. 5 games in 5 days. A lot of work yet ahead of us. Miller down from the corner. Goes to Smith. And she gets that one to go. It's her first basket.
Looking for the open pass. That was a good play.
We're going to foul call here on Valley.
Looks like that's going to be on number 32, Chesney Miller. That's her first, team 7th.
So Triton will be shooting the 1-and-1 bonus now for the rest of the second quarter with only 1:26 to go. Been a fast first half.
17 foul.
Yates' free throw up, no good. Valley gets a rebound as Malott hits the turbo button up the far sideline. Lays it from Moriarty. To Stiles in the right wing. Pulls it back. Malott deep three. Can't get that one off the side iron. Smith with the rebound. Moriarty to drive. Up and gets that one to go.
One thing I like about Valley is they get knocked to the deck. They hit the ground. They're right back up. Our girls, I think, wait for a foul call or wait for a call to happen. But those girls, they don't. They're just right back up and right back at it.
Throws on the left winger and get Moriarty. I think they're going to get Moriarty here.
Yep, fouls on number 30, Moriarty. Is that her second?
Number 30, Moriarty, her second.
Second, team's 8th.
So Jolie Groves to the line. Goes his free throw, banks it in. And puts Jolie on the board. Groves to go again, off the mark. And puts the lead to 4 with 36 seconds to go here in the first half. Moriarty with it. She'll drive. Goes with the runner in the lane. Off the glass and good. Moriarty has the team-high 9 points. Atkins working against Miller, trying to find space at the sideline. Miller staying right with her, and Atkins will lose it off her foot. And the Trojans turn it over. Coach Call wanting a foul call on that far sideline.
She was stuck to Kinsey like glue.
That was a good defensive effort there by Miller. I like it. 15 seconds to go here. 2-point ball game. Moriarty puts on the brakes, retreats back. Yates knocks it away, and it'll go out of bounds. It'll stay right here. 4.9 to go. A lot with on the far sideline. Yates takes it away. Cruise control. Up and in.
Her and Tyson, they could just do that all day long.
Nice job by Yates. Just sat there patient. Kind of like a cat chasing a mouse. She saw where the ball was at, took it away, and just like I said, cruise control all the way in. So that'll do it for halftime. Triton leads 24-20.
John Harrell had a 3-point game. So
I had one of my friends from Tippy Valley bet me. We didn't bet money, but we bet that he said that Tippy Valley was going to win by 7.
Okay. Well, still got a half of basketball. It's been
I said
close.
we were going to win by 6, but
it's been close.
We'll see who's
so push the
closer.
stats over.
Those right?
Yes.
So for Triton at the free throw line, they're 1 of 3. Valley's 3 of 4. Triton's 10 of 19 in the 2-point zone. Valley's 4 of 16. Triton's 1 of 3 of 3-pointers. Valley's 3 of 13. Triton has 8 turnovers to Valley's 7. Scoring for the Vikings. Moriarty has 9, Lott 6, Alt 3, Smith 2. And for the Lady Trojans, Yates has a game-high 12, Addison Beers 8, Kenzie Atkins 3, Jolie Groves 1.
So I'll do it here for halftime. We'll be back here shortly right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bob Lovell. Our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, congratulations to you, your staff, the member institutions, the young men involved in football, their families, the communities. It was, from start to finish in football, it was a fantastic year, and I think it culminated in some of the best played dramatic championship games you've had in a while.
It was. First of all, hats off to our schools for what they've been able to accomplish. But this year was phenomenal. We had a lot of parity throughout the state, some incredible teams. And then, we had a little Thanksgiving, then got to Lucas Oil for some games on Friday and Saturday of last week. 3 teams had never been there before, which brings enthusiasm and excitement into the facility. But, they were just great games. The teams were back and forth. Gibson Southern's down, 21? 19. They're down 19. Right. And all of a sudden, the young man that's going to be quarterback at the next level at Purdue turns it on, and he's throwing darts out there. And here comes Gibson Southern roaring back. And that was the kind of football we had all weekend.
I think you did. You had games that went back and forth. You didn't have the lopsided game that it just seems that every year there's 1 or 2 of those games that team gets behind early and out of their game plan and can't get it together, playing a really good team. But these were, I thought, 3 really competitive games per day that had a lot of drama. As you point out, Brady Allen doing what he does. But there was an opportunity to showcase some tremendously talented young men who stepped up on the big stage and led their teams to championship, which is what makes this such a lifetime event for them and actually for their communities. They're going to be talking about Brady Allen in Gibson County for a long, long time, quite frankly.
For a long time, and I'm going to hear it because that's actually my stomping ground from that area.
Right.
So a lot of my family went to school at Gibson Southern, so Brady is certainly familiar. But, you think about the game that stood out to me in the other performance was Mater Dei and Andre and going back and forth.
Right.
And then the young man, number 34, puts the S on the second half. I think the young man's actually going to Notre Dame next year. And he just took the game over and willed his team to a victory that day. And, those kind of performances, they're just special about high school football, and especially high school football in Indiana.
And the other thing, they get a chance to play your last. You think about it. You start your season dreaming of playing your last game in Lucas Oil Stadium, and then you get a chance to do it, and you win a championship. And so, congratulations to them, and congratulations to the teams that didn't win. Again, you forever will be able to tell your children, grandchildren, everybody I played my last game.
Yeah.
In Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can't say enough about the Colts and everybody involved. It was a magnificent year because, again, you played over 90% of the scheduled contests in a world that is still ravaged by COVID. Not only just around the world, but here in the United States. And what you've done for 2 straight years, I think, is unmatched around the state, around the country.
I appreciate that, and I do think Indiana led the way when it comes to participation for student athletes in a COVID world, and I think that's certainly what we deal with. But, Bob, I appreciate the kind words about led the way, but, man, it was such a team thing. I've never done anything successfully in my life without a great team that all had a common goal, and that was Indiana. And I'm just so proud of that, and that more than anything else.
Mm-hmm. He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Commissioner, congratulations again. Thank you so much for taking time to be with us, and enjoy the week.
Thank you, Coach. And again, thank you for what you do for the promotion of student athletes and giving them a platform to celebrate what they do.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Triton leads here 24-20. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Anna McIntyre and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Anna, I'll bet that was a stern talking to for both locker rooms.
Yeah.
There at the half.
I think our defense is not playing as aggressive as they should. Because watching Tibby Valley's defense, they are like stuck to their person like glue, and they don't back down from that challenge. So I think that our defense needs to step it up a notch.
In Valley, just got to get those shots to drop for them as they're, looking strong. Got to get those shots to drop for them. Alt in the corner now, goes to Mercedes. Snap back on top. Moriarty steps into a deep three, off the mark. Snap with the rebound. Malott for three in the corner, off the mark. Faulkner gets the rebound. And Yates will bring up Triton their first possession here in the second half. Groves rotates up top onto Atkins, alone for three on the left wing. It's up. Kinsey Atkins off the mark. Stiles loses it out of bounds. Triton 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. Here's the fake in the corner. Gets caught, kicks it out. Yates in the corner on the right wing for three. Off the front iron, no good. Moriarty with the rebound. Both teams missing their first opening 3-point possessions as Moriarty ends that one as she gets that one, or Malott gets that one to go.
Kaden Malott for three.
Back to a 1-point ball game. In the corner. Atkins drives baseline, snap shuts it off, and Atkins throws it away.
That was a good play by the defense to read that play.
Malott for the lead, puts it in. She's got a game high, or tied for game high 12.
Malott, another three.
Hitting 3 3-pointers in the ball game for her. Team now shooting 5 of 15. Yates up top, works with the screen. Leans into that one. I think we're going to get a foul call.
That was a little late, but.
We're going to call Mercedes snap.
Valley foul, number 40, snap.
Is that her second, team's first?
So Yates to the line. Was there earlier 0 of 1. See if she can connect here. First one on the way is in. Second one on the way and in. Perfect trip for Taryn Yates. As the game is now tied at 26. Moriarty receiving the call from coach. She'll set the offense. Cross court to Alt. Alt up on the floor. Retreats back to the 3-point line. On top to Stiles to Malott. Malott works with the screen left. Goes to Stiles with the up fake. Steps into a 2 on the way. Looks good off the mark. Alt gets the rebound. The putback's up and in.
Rebound and basket for the early Alt.
To Atkins now. Valley doing a good job closing out on the shooters. Time someone gets the ball, at least certain between Atkins and Veers, they're just doubling them up. Yates all the way through the lane, can't get the roll. And Stiles with the rebound. Triton went over and back call. Faulkner there to take it back up. No call on the foul there, on the bump there. Moriarty down to Malott, up, no good. Stiles blocked by Veers.
It's like they got arms tangled over there.
Yates calling out the offense. Goes to Veers on the left wing with the up fake into Atkins. Threw on the way, but blocked by Stiles, and Faulkner touched it last. And the Vikings get it back. Getting awfully physical here in this third quarter.
Very.
A lot of contact for both teams.
I haven't seen someone fall down yet.
And Yates gets a blocking foul.
Looks like that's going to be on Yates.
Foul, number 4, Yates.
That's her second, team's first.
All to inbound. Moriarty down to Stiles. Stiles up off the sideline, no good. Groves gets the rebound. Yates leads Veers down there, awfully deep, back to Atkins with the up fake. She'll drive, retreats back to Yates. Yates for a deep 2. That was a 2.
Looks like that's going to be on Addison Veers. And that's her second. Team second.
Second team foul.
So we'll see what happens as things start to get pretty physical in the paint here for both teams. Alt alone for 3 on the right wing. Can't get that one to go. Snap with the putback. She gets her own rebound again. Moriarty for a deep 2. Off the mark. Alt with the rebound. Up and foul on the floor on the Trojans.
Looks like that foul's going to be on 34, Addison Veers. That's her third, team's third.
It's a dangerous foul for Veers. It's 3.
Third team foul.
Keep an eye on that one. All to inbound. Goes in the corner to Malott. Atkins does a job. Nice job fighting through the screen as Malott steps into a 2. Off the mark. Atkins with the rebound. Atkins in transition. Goes to Yates. Yates going down to Veers. Quickly triple team. Knocked it out of bounds. And they'll stay right here. Valley doing a good job when Veers and Atkins get the ball. They just really clamp down tight on them. Really just take away any movement for them. Yates on the inbound, up, can't get it to roll. Snap with the rebound. Faulkner knocks it away.
It's a way to read that pass by Jocelyn. She knew where I was going, and hey, might as well stop him.
Yeah, might as well slow them down, make them set their offense. This Macy Hensley might be checking in here shortly. On to Alt. Moriarty up top the key. Back to Alt on the left wing. Alt, another 3 from the corner. Can't get that one to go. Yates gets the rebound. Yates takes off, goes in the corner to Veers. Deep 2 on the way, high off the mark. And Faulkner gets there and tries to force the jump ball, and Triton hangs on to it. Bulis will check in for Veers. So Triton with a small lineup. So Stiles and Snap have the advantage on down the low block. See how Triton counters it. Bulis quickly over to Faulkner. Faulkner throwing it through traffic, and it's knocked away. Turnover for the Trojans. Malott works with the screen, steps into a deep 2 off the front iron, in and out. Snap to Stiles, up and in. Yates gives it to Groves in the corner to Faulkner.
Corinna Stiles.
Atkins on the left wing. Moriarty with some nice defense there. Faulkner out to Groves. She'll try a 3. Can't get that one to go.
Jocelyn, she's not afraid to get in there and force those jump balls. Aggressive player for sure.
Tippecanoe Valley with a 4-point lead. They'll have the ball here with 2:29 to go here in the third quarter. Vikings have trailed for most of the game. Coming alive here in the second half. Down to Stiles. I think we're going to get a foul on the Trojans.
Looks like that foul's going to be on number 20, Jenna Bulis. That's her first, team's 4th.
Her first 4th team foul.
Malott inbound. Goes to Stiles in the corner. And they get a travel call, and they'll turn it over.
Drug that pivot foot a little too far.
Yates now brings it up. Goes to Bulis, back on to Groves. To Atkins on the far side. And they'll go over to try to run this box and 1 defense they're running. Bulis caught in the corner, throws it behind Yates, and Triton turns it over. Moriarty quickly in transition to Stiles, knocked away by Yates.
Again, Jocelyn forcing the jump ball. She's not scared of anybody. She's not scared of getting hurt.
She's tough, that's for sure. On to Groves. On top to Faulkner. Back to Yates on the right wing. Atkins trapped in the corner, splits the defenders. Feeds it to Bulis, free throw jumper off the mark. And Valley gets the rebound. Moriarty up top the key. Need some clock here as Triton will settle back into their defense. To Stiles the free throw line. Down to Malott, up and in. They got their largest lead up to 6. And Valley with all the momentum here in this third quarter with a minute to go. Triton only put up 2 points here in this quarter. This third quarter's been unkind to these Trojans here this season. Yates the crossover, goes up strong with it, can't get it to go. Snap with the rebound. Talton on the left side, back on top to Moriarty. And a foul call on the Trojans.
Looks like that foul's going to be on number 20, Jenna Bulis. That's her second, team's fifth.
Triton foul number 20, Bulis, her second, fifth team foul.
You got to be careful and not let them get in the bonus because their free throws are.
They're 3 of 4. And Malot's been the only one to get to the line, but they're not going to miss their free throws.
Ooh, I thought there was a foul call going to be on Drawson.
And Coach Kindig in disbelief. 30 seconds to go here. Yates leaves it for Atkins to see what the offense sets up here. To Groves in the left wing. Down to Yates in the low block. Steps into that one. Can't get it to go as the bottom of the backboard knocked it away. Stiles gets the rebound. Stiles, free lane to the basket, gets the roll. And that'll do it. For the third quarter, Valley leads by 8.
I think Kroll's telling our girls that they need to communicate more because down here when Jenna was dead, none of the girls were yelling that she was dead and that she needed help, but so no one was there to help her. And I think a simple communication could fix that.
You know, and the Vikings really coming alive. They're 14 points put up there in that third quarter. The Trojans, you know, that third quarter has been tough on them this season, only averaging 9 points in that third quarter. That's their lowest point total in a quarter here this season. As couldn't quite get anything to drop, anything to hit there. You know, they got to find a way to answer without Addison. With Addison being on the bench, I think the Trojans have got to find a way to work through that because you see Valley doing a good job with that defense, really clamping down when either Atkins, Yates, or Veers gets the ball. They do a good job attacking on defense. Someone's got to step up here. But for Valley, keep it up. They got that intensity. They've got that momentum. And the next 8 minutes, they continue to play like they did in the third quarter. Valley's going to walk out of here with a win.
They're quickly figuring out that if they trap our girls, they're going to freak out. They've showed today that they are freaking out when they get trapped. And normally our girls, they've learned not to freak out. But today they're just freaking out when they get trapped, and I think Valley's picking up on that.
They just need to be patient on offense. They don't need to be in a hurry with it. I think that's kind of plagued them too as well with those 11 turnovers. So Moriarty on the outside working against Yates. Yates has got to be careful. She's got 2 fouls. To Alt now back on top to Moriarty. Back to Alt on the left wing. Cross court on over to Stiles. Stiles for 3 on the way. Back iron no good. Addison Veers with the rebound. Up to Veers in transition. Puts it on the floor. Up and in. Addison Veers has got 10. So Triton strikes first in the fourth quarter. Need to go on a run here as they trail by 6. Moriarty back to Malott. It's all in the corner. Down to Stiles. Groves gets her hands up, but Stiles using that 6-foot frame. Really working Groves down as 8 points now separate the two teams. Groves outside the three-point line. Back on top to Faulkner. Goes to Atkins. She'll try a 3. Puts it in. Triton needed that one to drop. So that cuts the lead to 5. Moriarty goes to Malott, works with the screen. And over to Alt. Thought about the 3, retreats back. Down to Stiles, back in the corner. Alt to answer back, can't get that one to go. And Mercedes snaps going to get called, I think, for over and back.
Yep. Looks like that's going to be on number 40, Mercedes snap. That's her third, team's second.
Second team foul.
Yates hands off to Atkins. We'll see what the offense sets up as Kroll. Last minute instructions here. to Veers. On to Yates. Now, got to be careful of those dangerous passes. Got to be smart. Quick pass down to Veers. Up. Can't get the roll. Knocked around, and Triton somehow comes away with a lot of contact there. Yates trying to feed it back down to Veers. Stiles knocks it away. It'll stay right here with the Trojans.
Those dangerous passes.
They're clamping down. You know, Valley sees every time where Veers is at, ball's in there, they're just going right to her immediately, and rightly so. But someone's got to step up and be that next option. Moriarty reads it well, knocks it away.
They knew exactly where it was going.
And Valley forces a turnover. Moriarty into the corner to Alt, quickly down to Snap. Snap with the up fake. Faulkner trying to knock it away. Ball's free. Malott goes up with it, up and in. Leads back to 7. 5.5 to go in the ball game. Atkins, transition 3 on the way, off the side iron, no good. Gets her own rebound to Faulkner. Back to Atkins. Yates drives, and the baseline too strong, and Malott gets the rebound.
I think our girls they're just playing way too fast. They need to slow things down.
Just don't need to panic
and
yet.
Take care of the ball.
Stiles by herself for 2. Why not? Up and no good. Rebound to Malott, back up, and she'll draw the foul.
Oh, that foul's going to be on number 14, Kinsey Atkins. That's her first, team's 6th.
Like I said, Malott, 3 of 4. The only Viking to find her way to the free throw line. First one on the way and good. Leads back to 8. Malott again, up and good. 5 of 6, timeout for Tippecanoe Valley. Take a 30-second timeout. As we said earlier, the Trojans will be here tomorrow night against Elkhart Christian. As Ryan throws up the schedule. Let you two go away and talk there.
Oh, well.
So you got Elkhart Christian tomorrow night.
And then we've got Caston on Saturday. Next week we've got Jimtown and Pioneer, and then we host Bremen. And that's it for Christmas break, and then we're back January 5th at Oregon Davis. Then we've got Winnemac, Culver, LaVille, and North Judson. And
for Valley, 2 more games on this 3-game road stand as they'll go down to North Miami and Winnemac, then host Whitco on December 18th before Christmas, and then they'll have a tournament on December 30th to round out the year. Well, they got some tough games down the schedule in that Three Rivers Conference. There's some pretty good teams in there yet. So let's see what they can do. They got to face, Rochester and Lakeland in that tournament. West Noble in that Lakeland and West Noble in that tournament. They got Northfield, Northwood, Rochester, Peru, Southwood, Wawasee, and then finish out the season against Manchester. It's North Miami. They'll play them next, and they're 5-2 on the year. And Valley and Rochester kind of up there, and Northfield, Peru, all with 1 loss in the conference. Valley undefeated in their conference, right there with North Miami. So Valley looking pretty strong here. As Veers works it right back. We'll see what they can do out of this timeout. Atkins in the corner, back to Yates. On to Groves. Back to Atkins. She'll try a 3, contested up, no good. Veers the rebound, knocks it right to Malott. Moriarty goes to Alt. Back to Moriarty, and they're going to slow it down. It's Triton trailing by 9. Needs to get an answer here as time's running out. The Vikings won this game a season ago. Malott down low, loses it. And a jump ball call, I believe, coming.
Yep.
And the Trojans get it back. And a timeout for Coach Crawl and her Trojans as they try to sort things out here. Yeah, that's our first time out they've used all ball game, and you know, these girls have got to find a way to dig deep. You know, they played in some tough games this year. You know, we saw them play tough against Wawasee. We saw them come from behind to beat Knox the other night. You know, and then they had that 3-game losing streak there with Argus, South Central, and Plymouth. You know, they found their way back in there. They're on this 5-game win streak, but that's in danger right here with inside 4 minutes to go.
Yep, I think Coach Kroll is really, she's good at getting it in their head that if they don't play the way she expects them to play, they're going to have to do more at practice. And they are very hardworking at practice, and they give 110% every day, but she gets them motivated, which I think is very good.
And I think that really helps. You know, talk about Coach Kroll and how tough. You know, she's a tough coach, but at the same time, she's very encouraging. Really, the girls really just kind of gravitate to her.
Yep.
And they really respect her down there in that huddle.
Yeah, she's very good at keeping everyone encouraged, and you're not allowed to leave the gym mad with her. Never leaving the gym mad. And if you put someone on your team down, you're running. She's very much lift your teammates up, not put them down.
Yates to Faulkner. Down to Veers, no look pass, draws that one, and one opportunity coming for Addison Veers on the assist from Taryn Yates.
Taryn and Tyson and Ashton with those no-look passes, I don't know how they do it. The trust in their teammates to be there.
No, that's kind of the thing is Veers' free throws up and in. She converts the N1 opportunity. But yeah, those guys, the way they do that, all three of them doing those no-look passes, you got to really just trust your ability and know where to put the ball. Moriarty, Yates comes in and knocks it away. Back to Yates, looking down court, has Veers, up and in. Triton on a 5-point swing, puts themselves down by 4. What I tell you there, partner, they got to get something going.
They hear us, Indy, I'm convinced.
I think
they've got earpieces.
They've got to.
They're tapped in on us.
Moriarty picks up her dribble, loses it. Yates knocks it away. Yates again down to Malott. She gets that one to go, and she stops the run. Lead back to 6, 3 minutes to go. Yates atop the key, goes on over to Faulkner on the left wing. Cross court to Yates. To Atkins, quickly doubled up there in the corner as they'll work it around the perimeter. Yates, a nice feed from Faulkner down to Veers. Gets her, fighting for snap for the own rebound. The two collide to the floor. Quick, they'll tie it up.
Everyone's confused.
I think it's possession arrow going as nice coach by Kindig there is trying at the last jump ball call.
Yeah, I was confused on that too for a second, but
nice job by him to keep that eye out. No good awareness. As all drops it, and the jump ball call, and the Trojans get it back. As both teams rarely substituting in this game as Milan having a word with coach. DeGroove's on the right wing, back on top end. She'll throw it away. Triton needing to settle it down here. Both teams.
We're going extremely fast. And that fast is our pace, but if we go too fast, we lose control of the ball.
You gotta keep control. You gotta keep control here. You can go fast all you want, but as long as you keep control, that's all that matters. Stiles picks up her dribble. Groves closes her out. On to Alt now on the far side, working against Faulkner. Alt feeds it back to Snap. In the corner to Alt. Down to Malott. Up blocked by Veers. And the two players tie up, and I'll stay right here with Tippecanoe Valley. And a full timeout for Coach Kroll and the Trojans. A lot of timeouts here in this fourth quarter. You awake up there? Oh, you got your headset on. Okay. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, probably. He'll jinx it.
Right here, Tippecanoe Valley they're playing good. This is a team. Yeah, they're 4-5, but they're a tough team. To start off this season, get some really tough teams there. Losing four straight, but then winning 4 out of your last 5. That shows how tough this team is. And for Triton, like I said, start off 2-0, 3-game losing streak, then went on that 5-game winning streak against some pretty tough teams there. They're trying to find themselves. This could be one of those games the Trojans couldn't quite sleep on. You can't let your record speak for itself. You got to go out and play like you're starting off with your first game of the year. You got to start off 0-0, and I think that's one thing the Trojans they're going to remember. This has been tough. They've got to really log this one back in their memory to get better for the next time out.
Yep.
It ain't over yet. Still 6 points between the two teams. 2:05 to go.
I got it confirmed, Andy. The last time the girls ever got to 70 points in a game was before 2005.
Actually, no. It was 2013-2014 season. Yes, ma'am.
My dad said it was when Mark Heater was here.
I can prove it.
Okay. Well,
I'll double check. Maybe I'm wrong.
I gotta get on my dad for that then. He told me it was when Mr. Heater was here.
Because I had to double check, but we'll see. I could very well be wrong. Veers trying to fight for it. It's a fight for the basketball. They're tied up, and they're going to get the jump ball, and it's going to stay right here at Tippecanoe Valley. But actually, that again,
I was going to say
the scoreboard's wrong.
It's our ball. I was thinking Addison might get a foul on that one.
A lot of contact. I got to look.
Oh, I could be wrong. I was just going off of what Dad said.
Your dad's is rarely wrong, too.
Sometimes.
Veers goes up strong, off the mark. Got to stay up on him as Triton relax back on defense. Now allowed Valley all the way up. As Faulkner quickly through.
She's all over the place.
Trying to draw a foul.
It's like it's going to be on number 12, Jocelyn Faulkner. That's her first.
And the emotions getting the best of the Trojans here.
Valley's in bonus. Moriarty at the line.
Moriarty's free throw in and out.
Yep, you were right. Twice in that season.
I think it was actually 3.
Oh, I only saw 2, but I was just glancing at it.
I had to look. Groves to top of the key, back to Faulkner. The final minute of the ball game nearing. So Trojans need to get a basket here and get the ball back. Atkins blocked by Stiles, and Snap gets it. Wow.
That was intense.
I'm not sure. I think there was a foul before that jump ball call. My goodness. Yates goes for broke. Almost lands the lap of Mr. Yarbrough on the far side. And a foul call coming on Triton.
Foul's on number 12, Jocelyn Faulkner. That's her second, team's 8th.
Triton foul, number 12, Faulkner, her second.
We're sending another one to the free throw line.
In the last 15 years between these two teams, Valley has won 14 of those meetings. Off the front aisle, Stiles gets the rebound. And a foul coming there.
Foul's going to be on number 14, Kinsey Atkins. That's her second, team's 9th.
Malott to the line. She's 5 of 6. Pretty well been automatic. Chance to push that lead to 8. This Vikings team beat the Trojans back at home by 10 a season ago, as that one gets a friendly roll and drops. They're trying to end this 5-game winning streak for the Trojans. And a lot perfect on that trip as Valley calls another timeout.
This is not how I expected this game to go.
And this is kind of one of those things. It's, you're going to, you're not going to come out and be perfect every night. That's one thing to kind of remember. It's how do you respond?
Right.
if the Trojans, as things kind of look right here, down by 8, but there's still a lot of basketball to be played. Things can still bounce that way. If they lose this game here tonight, how do you respond tomorrow night? Back-to-back games. Is this going to hang over? Or are you just going to say, hey, you know what, we lost. We got to get better for the next one. You got to find a way to improve. And I think that's what Coach Call's going to preach to these girls. But down there, she's still trying to encourage them. Like, you got 50 seconds left. Play all out for those next 50 seconds.
Right.
Forget what happened the rest of the game. Go out there and just continue just to play hard and get better. This is a regular season game. Yeah, it's not postseason, but these are the moments that make you better. Iron sharpens iron, and sometimes those tough moments is how you have to grow as a team.
Yeah, and I was here I didn't start till about the Plymouth game when we lost, and that's exactly what she told those girls is, are you going to leave this gym with a bad attitude? Because that's not happening. If you need to talk it out, but it's not going to affect your next game, and they went out and won against Wawasee.
They went on a 5-game winning streak after that. For Valley, coming off back-to-back wins here, possibly. That's the way things work out here. This team here has got to be riding high as Coach Kindig's got his girls really starting to play well in the midseason form. I think they're going to call
looks like that foul's going to be on number 30, Moriarty, and that's her third, team's fourth.
Moriarty, her third, team foul, number 4.
And like Kroll always says, if you have a bad attitude on the court, your opponent is going to notice it and eat you up.
Throws it down to Veers. She goes up and off the glass. Leads to 6, but they're running out of time. 32 seconds. Atkins trying to go up and foul, but it'll foul their best free throw shooter. She'll go to the line 7 of 8. Perfect on the last few trips.
Foul's going to be on number 14, Kinsey Atkins. That's her third. Team's 10th. Double bonus.
Her third, team foul, number 10.
Chesney Miller looks to check in.
Double bonus.
Like we said earlier, Chesney's one of those strong defensive players.
Substitution, number 32, Chesney Miller.
And a lot with a game-high 23 points. A chance for 24 here. That shot's up and in. She's got 24 on the night. Moriarty says, hey, you know what? We may have the lead, but we're going to make sure. They see blood in the water. They're going to make darn well sure they walk out here with a win. I do like that with it being close. And Veers can't quite control it. And Triton turns it over.
I think this is going to be a tough locker room chat.
Alt inbound goes to Malott. Get a foul call.
Like the foul's going to be on number 4, Taryn Yates.
That's the third foul, as Anna said there. A lot. Free throws up and in. She continues to be automatic with 25 points as Miller will check in for Alt. As Tippecanoe Valley pushes early up to 9, a chance to push it to 10. As they get close to that magic number of 50, and a timeout for Triton. They try to get up over that 40-point mark as, like I said, games like this are going to provide growth. This team here, the depth wasn't quite there. They really didn't make any subs. They only made one or two substitutions in the ball game tonight. That's both teams only really bringing in one player off the bench.
Kind of like last night's game.
Yeah, for one team.
Yeah. Our boys kind of rotated out, but our girls mostly have the endurance to last an entire game. And I think if they really, truly put that in their heads that they can last an entire game with no sub, then I think they can do it.
So Veers, Faulkner, Yates, Groves, and Atkins has been in the game for quite a while here tonight. I think Veers is the only one being substituted for. As Yates down to Veers, up, and draws the foul, and she'll go to the line. She'll miss that one.
Looks like that foul's going to be on number 24, Styles. That's her third, team's fifth.
Veers to the line for 2. First one on the way, gets the friendly roll.
Number 12, Lily Alt.
And Veers, the second one on the way, gets the friendly bounce. I said their magic number was 40. However, they got up there. They haven't quit. They're still playing tough defense. Malott back to Alt. And that's going to do it just about here as they'll turn it over one more time. 14-13 by my count. As Triton will fall to 7-4 in the season, and Valley will find their way back to 500. The Trojans will have to get her back in action as Yates can't get the final three to drop, as Triton's going to fall here 48-40.
That was a tough game, but I think that if they work hard in these next few weeks, they can get back.
So push the stats over there, read those off. I'll have an interview with Coach Krall here in just a moment, I believe. We'll see. Go ahead, Hall of Famer.
No, I'm
okay, I can read them off too. That's fine. Triton shot 6 of 8 from the free throw line at a high clip. Tippecanoe Valley 11 of 14. 2-point field goals. Triton was 14 of 34. And Valley 11 of 35. Triton 2 of 10 from beyond the arc. And 5 of 19 for the Vikings. And both teams kind of around the same mark there by our count. 14 turnovers for the Trojans and 13 for the Vikings. Leading away for the Vikings with a game-high 24 points is Kaden Malott. Molly Moriarty with 11 points. Stiles with 6, 5 for Alt, and 2 for Smith. And for the Trojans, Addison Veers with a team-high 19, Yates with 14, Atkins with 6, and Julia Groves with 1. I'm Andy O'Hara for Anna McIntyre and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler. Until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.
This broadcast on the IHSAA Champions Network is copyrighted by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and may not be rebroadcast or retransmitted without the express written consent of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. This is your IHSAA.